Thank you. Thanks, Adam. Appreciate that. Something to set the scene on this cracking Queensland day. A few years ago, you may or may not remember, we celebrated our 150th birthday. And in conjunction with that celebration, the Premier of the day gave me a call and asked me if I would pay tribute, if I would write a poetical tribute to what was then known as the Q150. Basically, Queenslanders were asked to vote and decide Queensland's top 150 icons. And the Premier asked if it wasn't too much trouble, if I could write a poem that incorporated every one of those 150 icons. And for the purposes of the media conference, could I please do it in about 3 minutes? Anyway, I read them off the page one after the other, and that took longer than 3 minutes, so she gave me a time extension. This is no longer than 4 minutes, and just when I thought it was impossible, folks, just when I thought that I was going to have to send that request back to her, two great Queensland icons came shining off the page. One of them was a rock band by the name of Powderfinger, and the other was a great Queensland rugby league player by the name of Mal Meninga. Powderfinger, Mal Meninga. Bit like the Ladbrokes Stradbroke. That is a beautiful moment for a poet, and this is a true story. Queensland born, Queensland bred, many thoughts flowed through my head. The time has come to beat the drum. This colony deserves some cred. A story told on fields of gold where Glasshouse Mountain views unfold with sun and surf and Gabba turf and Allen border blazing bold across the field. Our maiden shield, Matt the Bat, his windmills wheeled. Wide veranda, Cairns, Kuranda, Jacaranda, then reveals a tribe of thongs in billabongs with Billy Thorpe and BG songs. Now Maloof's book says James can cook with Dickie Johnson's True Blue Tongs, the backyard crew. It's a barbecue. There's Judith Wright and Udjuru. Gold Coast Indy, Dad of Bindi, crikey, it's Australia Zoo. Great White Sharks, National Parks, Savage Gardens, Birds for Larks, Perkins Pool, Wayne Bennett's Rule and Kathy Freeman. On your marks, here we go and hail Sir Joe and ride the eyes of rodeo where cane toads croak for Woodford folk to clear an end of polio. Yes, Fraser Station, vaccination, railway tracks, free education, city halls and Burdekin Falls, and Eagle Farm for inspiration. Islands, Ridges, Hornybrook Bridges, Stratty Fraser, Backdeck Fridges, 4X Brewin, Mickey Doohan, Parliament could hear the Digits now, Currumbin's wild and South Bank's nice and lives are saved in paradise. The Daintree lush with Jeffrey Rush, Whit Sundays adds magnetic spice. Alan Langer, Rocky Banger, Tree of Knowledge, Airplane Hanger, Powderfinger, Mal Meninga, feasting on a mud crab, sang a rocket rod. He gets the nod. Wally Lewis, demigod, knew every blade of Lang Park Stade and Blue Care fought against the odds. Johnny Flynn, the great gun sin, was sailing on a Gladstone window. Clem Jones, he bled Maroon. Matilda winked and Marbo grinned. Regatta chains for female claims. 82, the Commonwealth Games. Our Qantas Roo got up and flew. The Longreach Stockman's Hall of Fame. The Bell Hotel in Cloudland fell. Will McGuinness, Charles Chevelle, Flower Clusters, Gimpy Musters, Hugh Lund, Q1, Paw Gel and Yatla Pies. And Noosa Tries. And Golders, Madam Butterflies, Leslie Teese, Mango Weiss, Charles Kingsford Smith. He ruled the skies. Now kids alive to do the five, a place where big pineapples thrive. The Outback Honours, Graham Connors, Lava Tubes and Lamy Drives. Hey, spend a day on Moreton Bay. SESI CPA with tilted trains through fields of cane. Whatif.com.au. A. Eka St John Spire, Tony Fitzgerald, Let's Inquire, Dingoes Trying, Doctors Flying, Old Museum and River Fire, the Bundy Bear. We're almost there. BNS, School of the Air and Rafters Racket, Big Grant Hackett, Gateway to the Great Court Square, Skyray Leaf, Barrier Reef, Brecky Creek does beer and beef, Expo Crowns, the Darling Downs. I'm glad there's room for Miss Moncrief with floods and spuds and stormy scuds, and Dad and Dave was Mr. Rudd, Stanthorpe Grapes, Panuri Crepes, Glen Boss too, right? There ain't no duds. Carnarvon Gorges, Bunya Grange, Macadamic Nuts Exchange, Royal Ag Lines with Lone Pine signs where none divides except the great dividing range. Know every feather, we stand together, thick and thin through any weather. You cross the story, bridged by glory, fastened by a friendly tether, strengthened by a spirit crown. It's a pride that never lets me down. With that I say, hip hip hooray. Happy birthday, Queensland town. Thank you.